Human brain is incredibly powerful and astoundingly mysterious. It controls and coordinates our actions and reactions, allows us to think and feel, and enables us to have memories and feelings. However, the brain also has its strange activities that most people experience, but they have no idea how to explain the phenomena. As what has been mentioned in a book, our brains seem like a very intense place. So if you are ready to be amply understand your brain, let us go through these 10 strange phenomena of the mind. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to get notified every time we post new amazing lists. Number 10. L'esprit de l'escalier. L'esprit de l'escalier, or stairway wit, is the sense of thinking of a clever comeback when it is too late. The phrase comes from the idea that by the time something useful comes to mind, you are already on the staircase moving away from the situation. The German word Treppenwitz is used to express the same idea. The closest phrase in English to describe this situation is being wise after the event. Usually, when one experiences this phenomenon, there is a pang of regret that follows because they wish their comeback was thought sooner when applicable. Number 9. Deja vu. Deja vu is the experience of being certain that you have experienced or seen a new situation previously. You feel as though the event has already happened or is repeating itself. The experience is usually accompanied by a strong sense of familiarity and a sense of eeriness, strangeness, or weirdness. The previous experience is usually attributed to a dream, but sometimes there is a firm sense that it has truly occurred in the past. Number 8. Déjà VÉCU. Déjà vu is what most people are experiencing when they think they are experiencing déjà vu. Déjà vu is the sense of having seen something before, whereas déjà vu is the experience of having seen an event before, but in great detail, such as recognizing smells and sounds. This is also usually accompanied by a very strong feeling of knowing what is going to come next. In our own experience of this, we have not only known what was going to come next, but have been able to tell those around us what is going to come next, and we are right. This is a very eerie and unexplainable sensation. Number 7. Déjà visité. Déjà visité is a less common experience and involves an uncanny knowledge of a new place. For example, you may know your way around a new town or a landscape despite having never been there and knowing that it is impossible for you to have this knowledge. Déjà visité is about spatial and geographical relationships, while déjà vécu is about temporal occurrences. Imagine visiting New York, Mumbai, or Beijing for the first time and feeling that you know the exact routes to your hotel or other destination in the city. The practical impossibility of having this knowledge makes déjà visité a more nerve-wracking condition. Number 6. Déjà senti. Déjà senti involves the feeling of already having felt something before. It's when you feel like you have just spoken, only to discover that you, in fact, didn't utter a single word. You will be able to recall something that happened but was forgotten for a long time. The recollection occurs when you have certain thoughts, hear someone else's voice, or when you're reading something that triggers it. You will then say a phrase like, "Oh, I see," "Oh, yes, I remember," but the memory disappears just as quickly as it forms. A few minutes later, you find that you can't remember what you were thinking about or what words you spoke. Number 5. Jamais vu. Jamais vu which means never seen, is when a familiar situation isn't recognized. It is often considered to be the opposite of déjà vu and involves a sense of eeriness. The observer does not recognize the situation despite knowing rationally that they have been there before. It is commonly explained as when a person momentarily doesn't recognize a person, word, or place that they know. Neuropsychologist Chris Mullin of Leeds University asked 92 volunteers to write the word door 30 times in a minute. Mullin discovered that 68% of his participants experienced jamais vu when they were beginning to doubt door was a real word. As a result, he concluded that jamais vu may occur due to brain fatigue. Number 4. Presque vu. Presque vu, which means almost seen, is very similar to the tip of the tongue sensation. Presque vu occurs when you feel as though you are about to experience an epiphany, even though it doesn't usually happen. One experiences presque vu when they think they have the answer or solution to something that has been undetermined. In other words, it's like a false sense of knowing, almost understanding something, but not quite. The sensation of presque vu can be very disorienting and distracting. Number 3. Capgras delusion. Capgras delusion is the phenomenon in which a person believes a close friend or family member has been replaced by an identical-looking impostor. This could be tied into the old belief that babies were stolen and replaced by changelings in medieval folklore, as well as the modern idea of aliens taking over the bodies of people on Earth to live among us for reasons unknown. In other words, it exudes sci-fi vibes. This delusion is most common in people with schizophrenia, but it can occur in other disorders. Number 2. Fregoli delusion. Fregoli delusion is a rare brain phenomenon in which a person holds the belief that different people are, in fact, the same person in a variety of disguises. It is often associated with paranoia and the belief that the person in disguise is trying to persecute them. The name derives from Italian actor Leopoldo Fregoli, who was known for his ability to make quick changes of appearance on stage. It was first reported in 1927 in the case study of a 27-year-old woman who believed she was being persecuted by two actors whom she often went to see at the theater. She believed that these people pursued her closely, taking the form of people she knows or meets. And number 1. Prosopagnosia. Prosopagnosia is a phenomenon in which a person is unable to recognize faces of people or objects that they should know. People experiencing this disorder are usually able to use their other senses to recognize people, such as person's perfume, the shape or style of their hair, the sound of their voice, or even their gift. Prosopagnosia is not related to memory dysfunction, memory loss, impaired vision, or learning disabilities. Prosopagnosia is thought to be the result of abnormalities, damage, or impairment in brain that appears to coordinate the neural systems that control facial perception and memory. A classic case of this disorder was presented in the 1998 book by Oliver Sacks and later opera by Michael Nyman, called The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat.